Hey guys, this is Qieth, and welcome to the third installment of Ask Qieth the Answers. I got a ton of questions from you guys, so it's better just to get right on it. I'm gonna see if I can find some random gameplay footage just to throw in there so you have something to look at. WatchKatieFail asks, how on earth do you pronounce your middle name and have my babies? Okay. My middle name is pronounced Elmhøj. It's a very Danish name, but we're only like 10 people left that actually use it, and of those 10 people, I think only 4 of us is able to, reproduce and carry on the name. Have my babies. I think we need to talk about, human anatomy and how people reproduce, because that's gonna be really, really difficult for me to have your babies. RubySbunie, dear Qieth, what's your cat's names? My cat name is Iggy. My cat's name is Iggy, and he's such a cute kitty. My cats are called Emo and Downs. Downs was like, when she was a kitten, she had these really retarded face, with the offset angle eyes, and she really looked just like retarded. So I just called her Downs. She grew out of it, but she still answers to Downs. Emo was originally named Cat because I told my mother that if I ever had a cat, I would just name it Cat because that would be easier. But then I got 2, and then I figured I can't name one of them an actual name and then give the other, just call the other one Cat. But Emo turned out to be, oh, she's watching me now. Turned out to be like a real princess. She could be sitting right next to me. I'd reach out to stroke her, and then she would move away slightly, just lean away from me, and then 2 minutes later she'd be all over me, wanting to cuddle. So she's a real Emo. Draco B asks, what program do you use to record? Do you have any other pets besides your cats? Are you going to continue Long Play Sundays? If so, what are you going to play next? I use Fraps to record the gameplay. Sometimes I have to use Camtasia, but I don't really like Camtasia, so I try to avoid that. I use Audacity to record my microphone. I don't have any other pets except for the fleas they had. No. I am probably going to continue Long Play Sundays, but I had a different idea that I might try out. Sort of like use Sundays for make a video on a topic that we can discuss. Or maybe I'll do that on Saturdays. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But if I will probably continue Long Play Sundays. I just don't know what to play. So if you have any suggestions, let me know. AuroraGuiniverePrice asks, what microphone do you use to record your Let's Plays, and what programs do you use? I covered programs. Basically, what's your ritual for putting together a Let's Play video? I use a microphone called the Yeti from Blue Microphones. It's really great, and you guys helped me pay for it, so that was awesome. It's really great. I love this microphone. It is too good because it's extraordinarily good. It picks up everything. I mean, even from outside or from the kitchen or anything. So I have to just clean up the audio a little bit after I'm done, but that doesn't take too long. My ritual for putting together a Let's Play video is pretty standard. I have to sort of get myself energized before I sit down and record, and I need to be well rested. And usually I enjoy Let's Playing when I've been at work, because then my voice is sort of warmed up. You can tell today my voice is a bit raspy because I haven't been to work. I had the day off. I'm not skipping work. But that, I talk a lot during work, so that sort of warms my voice up, or it wears it down depending on how much talking I have to do. Other than that, I sit down, have my cigarettes, have my nut juice, and just play the game. And I don't really have anything I really need to do. It's just I sit down and do it, and I enjoy it. BaNdIToAnDrEaS says, what's your favorite rage face meme? It's probably the you don't say dude, because that just happens, so many, even in my job. A customer asks, should I turn on my modem, or I think I should turn on my modem. You don't say. So I just like it, and even browsing the internet, there's so many stupid stuff and people posting obvious comments like, hey dude, you're fat. You don't say. I don't know if I'm doing the voice right, but that's the voice I hear. I also like the just the normal, you know, the smile, because if that is accompanied by like fuck, then you just imagine a guy smiling and internally he's going like, my whole world is crumbling down around me. I like that. I think that's fun. UndergroundDUbstep says, where would you see yourself now if you hadn't had support from the likes of JX23? Obviously, JX helped me kickstart my channel quite a lot. But, you know, that is in the past. I very much appreciate it, but I do feel that, you know, I deserve to get some of the credit for what I've done with the channel as well. It was nice to get a bunch of like active viewers back when I started, but I think that a lot of my success or lack of it or whatever comes from my own work. I mean, the Portal Let's Play, that was like immensely great. Obviously, I wouldn't, you know, people wouldn't see it if you know I didn't have like a little base of viewers, but. I'd probably not be as big, but I would probably be not far behind. Question is though, would I have stuck with it and kept making, you know, videos if I didn't have any viewers to watch my videos? I don't know. I probably wouldn't. But who knows? You know, thank God that I'm here. You know. Santa Claus writes, what's your most favorite game? And also, Pickle 522 says, what's your favorite game thus far? Joker Walkthrough asks, what is your top five most favorite games of all times? And these questions are really difficult because my feelings towards video games change so much. You know, in one period of time, I might go back and say, Monkey Island 2 was my favorite game of all time, and then I'm reminded of some game that I played once and I'm like, oh well, Little Big Adventure was a pretty good game, and then, well, I like Portal, and that's really Portal 2, and that's really high up there as well, and then I play Alan Wake right now, and that's a pretty damn awesome game. So it's really difficult to name even a top 5, let alone like the number 1. There's so many games out there, so many different games, and I really feel that I can't pitch them up together or against each other like this. I just enjoy video games, you know. Agent Zombie Man asks, hold on, I need to scroll down. Asks, name 3 games that you really don't like. Okay, this is gonna be easy. Minecraft. I liked Minecraft back when, you know, it was Minecraft. I'm not trying to be a hipster. I liked Minecraft before it was cool because it's fine. It's fine that people like Minecraft, and I used to as well. But it's just I've been all crafted out, you know. So I'm really getting to a point where I'm really getting tired of seeing Minecraft videos from people, you know. Other games that I really don't like. That's a tricky question because, you know, it's all, you know, there might be a game that I don't like because it's hard or because it's annoying. Just stuff that I as you can tell, I didn't really prepare too much. You know, obviously I read the questions, but I'm just gonna wing it. Games that I don't like. No, it's just gonna be like petty. Like I bought a game like Revenge of the Titans. I got that from an indie bundle, and it turned out to be crap. You know. So I can't, just like with the top 5, I can't really name the top 3 worst games. Only except that, you know, Minecraft is the top 1 worst game, you know. And that's how I feel about it, you know. M95 to the head. Oh, it's like a gun to the head. Okay. What's your favorite free MMO or industry game? I don't play any free MMOs. And just any free game, I guess. I really love Flash games. You know, people that, you know, have followed me know that I mention Flash games quite a lot. So I play a lot of games on Congregate. If I just have like an hour to spend and I just wanna sit down and chill, I go to Congregate and I just play a little bit and because with Flash games you can just, you know, it's a free game. You can sit down, you can play with this concept for like half an hour maybe, and then you're done, and then you can move on, and then that's pretty great. Lately, I decided to give Google Chrome another chance, and it has a Bejeweled app, So I've been playing Bejeweled quite a lot. I used to play, what was it? Master Dungeon Master Quest Master something. It's like a game where you fight enemies in a Bejeweled setting. So, you know, you match the gems to get mana, and then you can do attacks that will kill the enemies. So, yeah, Bejeweled. Shidi Killen says, what's your biggest fear? It's sort of a really irrational fear, but I have like this sort of phobia for slick surfaces, like if you have to go down to the basement and there's like some stairs and it's really slippery, like ice, it's iced over. I don't like that. I'm like terrified. I cling myself to the railing, and it really takes me like 3 times as long to go down there. So yeah, that's my biggest fear, and I know it's weird. Oh, skip the question. Sorry, just got to go back here. XXX Minaski says, which LP was the most fun to record? What's the most funny, stupid, or memorable comment you've received from a viewer? And oh, have you ever been recognized as Qieth, the Let's Player in real life? The most funny Let's Play to record was probably Portal, because Portal 2, because it's just so well made, and it had me in stitches. And although, and you haven't seen this yet, but some of the parts in Alan Wake was hilarious. Some of the upcoming stuff, it's just a real knee slapper. There's one moment, but I can't ruin it, but you will know it if you follow the series. It has me in stitches for like several minutes, and even when I think back, it's hilarious. Comments. A lot of people. Okay, so some of you guys follow me on Twitter. That's twitter.com/Qieth, hint hint. And one day I was sharing a story about I was sitting in the bus. I was napping on the bus, and then some girl came and sat down next to me. And you know, it's in the morning, and people that take the bus at the same time as I do, they know that I just sit and nap. It's my morning nap. So this chick, I have no idea who she is. She sits down and she leans her head on my shoulder, and then she just naps with me. I look out, I see that just some blonde hair and whatever, but I don't do anything else. I just close my eyes and then you know, continue my somewhat nap and stuff like that. I must have dozed off, because when I get to my stop and I get up, the girl's gone. And I shared that story on Twitter and my personal blog, which is dead now. And then cut into the future, like 3 months or something like that. And I sit on the bus. I'm on my way home, and this homeless bum sits down. He's reeking of alcohol. Actually, it smells like stale cucumber. That's how he smells. And somebody wrote something, and I, you know, I complained about this on Twitter. And then somebody said, "Are you sure he's not a blonde?" And then it took me a real moment to realize that, oh God, yeah, okay, sure. In truth, I don't know who sat down and napped on me back then, but it was nice that I thought it was funny that people remember, you know, stuff that I say, even when it's just like, oh, I haven't been recognized as Qieth in the real world, because I don't think many of you guys know what I look like. There are some of the very early videos on this channel. In the there's a personal playlist. It actually features my face, but they're a few years old now. But I don't think any of you know even the color of my eyes. So, you know, well, yeah. I'm sure I missed a question somewhere. Oh yeah. No Good Games asks, why do you let's play horror games if they scare you so much? Well, that's the beauty of Let's Playing, is that you sort of share the experience. And while I get super scared from horror games, it's also a really great experience. And once you actually beat the game, you feel so elevated and you feel so energized, because you overcame that that barrier. A lot of Let's Players sort of Let's Play stuff that they're comfortable with, or games they've played before, and it's not really all that exciting. I'd rather, you know, push myself out there, try some different genres, just to get the experience. So that's why I really enjoy horror games. Unconsidered One asks, what's your computer specs, and do you have a capture card for the consoles? My computer is nearly 3 years old now. It's a 2.3 gigahertz quad core with a GeForce GTS 260, I think, with like 2 gigabytes of RAM or 4. You know, it's not big, and I'm hoping that this summer I can scrape some money together and get a new computer, because I really feel it at times. So yeah, I don't have a capture card. I don't even have a console. Well, that's not true. I do have a PlayStation 2, but I haven't used it for like 2 years. It's just been sitting on my floor. It's quite dusty. So no, I don't. I'm a PC. The Gaming Doge asks, what are your expectations of the channel? What are we called to you, and what systems do you have other than the PC? My expectations of the channel is just to have some fun. I mean, I'd like to see it grow a little bit faster than it does. Just, you know, because I'd like, you know, to reach a broader audience. I think I have really good content, and it's just a matter of being seen. And then, you know, I think, you know, obviously not everybody's gonna like the content I do, or the personality I have, and the way I do things. But I do feel that when you look at how the majority of Let's Players are, I do feel that I do quality content. So I just like to see the channel grow, and I would probably prefer to see it grow a little bit faster than the average of 7 subscribers I gain every day. But as long as it's going up there, I mean, what more can I want, right? As long as there's people out there that actually enjoy watching my stuff, I'm happy. What do we call to you? You called my viewers. I don't see you as fans, because that's sort of like, I don't know, it feels a bit stuck up to say, oh, all my fans watching my you're just my viewers. You're people that enjoy the stuff that I do, and that's fine. If I call you anything else, it sort of feels like I'm putting myself above you, and that's not the case. Just so you know. I am playing, you know, a little bit with the idea of calling you Qiethens, as I've done a few times before. So, you know, that might be a thing. And like I said in the last questions, I don't have any other systems. Then I have an old Game Boy. Does that count? And yeah, that's pretty much it. Ask Carell asks, what type of music do you like? I like a lot of different music. I often like, you know, rock, but not like really hard, heavy rock, which is fun, you know, which is funny because I like new metal, so I guess maybe hard rock is fine. But you know, it's really difficult because there's all these different definitions of what music is and so on. Some of the stuff I listen to Disturbed. I like Disturbed. I also listen to John Mayer, right? I like 30 Seconds to Mars. I like the Goo Goo Dolls. I'm a huge fan of Goo Goo Dolls. I like Gorillaz. Huge fan of Gorillaz as well. And all sorts of different kind of music. So it's really hard to say what type of music you like, because my cats are knocking over empty bottles of nerd juice. But that's fine. Shut up. I'm recording. So I like all sorts of different kinds of music. So it's more like, I'd rather answer what I don't like, and I don't like, I don't know, there's not a whole lot of music that I don't like, actually. Let's just move on, you know. Where were we? Frost Fox asks, are you part of any gaming community / forum besides Gaming One on YouTube? And no, I sometimes browse gaming on Reddit, but other than that, not really. I used to be very active on MMO Champion back when I did the Moonkin blog, but after I quit WoW, obviously I was a moderator as well. But after I quit WoW, I didn't really see a point to stay on a mainly WoW forum. With the release of Diablo 3, I'm probably going to be active on Diablo 3 forums, one way or the other. But I'm still gonna do Let's Plays, and I promise I will make sure to record plenty of episodes ahead of time, so that my addiction to Diablo 3 is not gonna interfere with me producing content. But if you know any good community forum, just let me know, and I'll check it out. J. Dios says, if you never started with gameplay commentary, what do you think you would have done with that time instead, and/or right now? Before doing gameplay, I did some like atheism related videos, and I sort of figured, you know, I would do that when I started out, but then there's like, I sort of just drifted away from that. I probably wouldn't have done YouTube stuff altogether. I did do blog before, I had my WoW blog, and that was fun. But it's hard to say, you know, because life is weird, and you don't know what's gonna happen. You know, maybe if I hadn't done my gameplay content, I would have found a cure for AIDS. Who knows? But it's too late to know now. So I'm the kind of guy that I just go with the flow of life. I do what I like to do, and then I just enjoy myself. And if there's something that I'm drawn towards, I go there. So obviously, Let's Plays was fun, and I managed to get my head around how to do that. And shut up. Okay, come here. Oh, shut up. So I really don't know what I would have done with that time instead. I would probably have slept it away. City of Bones asks, Qieth, how have your sleep patterns been lately? I saw a post on Reddit that you had some problems getting to sleep. That's true. I've had problems with sleep for about probably 15 years or something like that. My problem is that it takes me a long time to fall asleep. But through that Reddit post, I actually realized that it's not just generally insomnia I have. It's something called delayed sleep phase syndrome, which means that my body, my internal clock is just generally pushed ahead a couple of hours. So even if I go to bed at 10 p.m., I won't fall asleep until 3-4 p.m. The downside to that is if I have to get up at 6 to go to work, then I don't get a whole lot of sleep. Sometimes I work late, so I don't have to get up before like 10, which means it's fine that I fall asleep at 4 and I sleep to 10, because then I get 6 hours of sleep, and that's, you know, usually I get maybe about 3 to 4 hours on a good night, and that's all the sleep I can expect to get. So nothing on that front yet. However, there is treatment for DSPS, and a hospital near me has just started a sleep laboratory. So it's just a matter of me actually getting off my ass and getting an appointment to have that fixed, because apparently some light box therapy is actually enough, all that you need to do to cure yourself of DSPS. But obviously I need to consult the doctor before I do anything stupid. But it's still, basically my sleep pattern is still crap. Mentally void. Other than Let's Playing, what are you best at? First off, 10 points for phrasing it like that. I caught that. Other than Let's Playing, what am I best at? I'm really good at my job. I'm really the best at my job. You know, you will often hear me tell my colleagues that I am the best technician. I work hotline. Well, half of it is like answering calls from our customers, fixing their problems, and the other half is like special tasks that the company put me to. And one of the parts of my job that I really excel at is communication. I'm really good at you know, talking to people, and that's really bad publicity when you say I'm good at communicating and then forget what you were going to say. No, but I usually say I have no angry customers, and even if I do, when they're done with me, they're not supposed to be angry anymore, and I'm fairly successful at that. I'm also, you know, we have like requirements and, you know, what kind of work we put out and how fast and stuff like that, because we are being monitored and stuff like that. And I'm one of the only ones in the department with like a pure 100% score. I had a conversation with a colleague yesterday, or not yesterday, but a few days ago, and she was being angry at our boss because, you know, she had gotten reprimanded for slacking off, basically. And she said, like, well, nobody has 100% in all balance charts. And I was like, well, I do. So, you know, I'm really good at that. Or I am the best at that, I suppose. Yeah. Where was I? Fakir Gnome says, ever had a nightmare about one of your scary playthroughs or trouble sleeping because of them? Yes. Short story before I go into that. When I was a kid, probably 4 or 5 years old, I had this paranoid feeling that there was going to be a murderer who would sneak into my room when I was asleep and kill me. And for a long time, I didn't want to sleep with my like face towards the wall, because then I couldn't see the murderer when he snuck in. So I always slept with my back to the wall so I could look out into my room. Then one day, I realized that if I raised my hand, I could see the shadow of my arm on the wall, and then, you know, obviously I could use that to see if the murderer snuck into my room. So I would do that for like several months. Every time I went to bed, I would just raise my arm, wave it around, see the shadow, and then I could fall asleep. When I played Amnesia, there was a time where I played it, recorded that. I played quite a lot of it, and it really affected me. Like, I was walking out on a balcony at work. We have like a huge building, and the balconies is where you smoke. And it was an evening shift. It was dark outside, and I didn't expect anybody else to be out there. And there was, and I screamed like a little girl. So in that period, one day I went to bed. You know, I'm a grown man. I'm 25. I'm nearly 26 now. I went to bed. I laid down. I had my face towards the wall, and instantly, without thinking, my arm just went up into the air. And I sort of caught myself in the moment, like, dude, what are you, 5? But I'd just been brought back to that, you know, adolescent state where I was terrified that somebody or something was gonna call into my room and kill me. So that's really how powerful Amnesia was to me, the game, you know, and that's, you know, that's pretty weird. XVBrad says, I can't think of a question. Do you think I'm a terrible person? Yes. But you've been with me for a long time, so I forgive you. Longmay says, what drink do you like the most? Coffee. And then coffee. And then if I could have a little bit of coffee on that, that would be great. I love coffee, and I need coffee because of my sleeping problems. If I only get 2 hours of sleep every night, you can be damn sure the first thing I do when I get up is coffee and cigarette. So coffee is just the best. God, I love coffee. I can't even describe how much I love coffee. I do have a rule though, because of my sleeping problems, no coffee after 6 p.m. It won't really affect me, you know, but, you know, just to make sure that it's not, my sleeping problems aren't actually from caffeine, and it's just to be on the safe side. No coffee after 6 p.m. But definitely coffee in the morning and while working, and just before I go home as well. STFU Aaron said, would you consider joining a small group of gamers in Scotland for a 24-hour gaming marathon for a charity at some point in the future? Sure, I'd be all up for it, but I don't have the money to just fly to Scotland. But that sounds like fun, sure. Shut up, cat. That's Downs, by the way. She's the more vocal of the two. Emo never really speaks. Whenever she actually meows, I'm like, something wrong? You never talk. But Downs, stupid cat, she always speaks. Shut up. Yeah, okay, come here. Yeah, it's good. Now go away. The Antian says, would you ever compete in a video game competition if given the option, and which game? Sure, I was somewhat competitive with Quake 3 Arena back in the days. I quite like that, but the problem is I could compete just fine. I'm just not very good at multiplayer games. The only games with other people that I really excelled at was like, well, Diablo. Well, yeah, Diablo 2 and World of Warcraft, but that's in a PvE setting. Whenever I do shooters these days, I'm just so terribly bad. Quake 3 was nice because you had a big fucking rocket launcher or a railgun that was pretty easy to aim with. But these modern shooters, I'm just not very good at them, you know. So I could compete just fine and I would do that, but I probably wouldn't win. Greg Qieth, yeah, J8K4An. I had originally subscribed to you based on your Reason versus Faith video. So I was wondering if we will see any more of that content in the future, or if you're planning sticking strictly to video gameplay. I'm really best at communicating. I don't think I'm gonna post much on this channel in terms of like reason versus faith and stuff like that. I am considering, however, to do like a personal channel and post maybe stuff like that there. The reason for that is I feel that the most of my subscribers come here for the video games, and I don't want to force my religious views or lack of thereof on other people. So if I suddenly start uploading anti-religious videos, then that might not sit well with some people. So I am going to do that there. However, like I said earlier, I have been considering doing like discussion days where I post a video, post my thoughts on it, and then we all discuss it in the comments below. That could be sort of fun, and maybe religion could be part of that. But other than that, I don't think you're going to see any like religion or anti-religion stuff, or recent stuff on this channel in like any large scale that matters, So I hope you can live with that, but I hope you do enjoy the video game stuff. The Wandering Gamer says, are we best friends yet? Yes, of course. You are my best friend. You're my TWG, man, Also, do you ever plan on making a community website or TeamSpeak server where we Qiethens, actually, can come in and chat and meet up? I need a drink. Hold on. Nerd juice. So, I had actually thought about this at some point, but I didn't do it because I was like, why would people want to be in a forum for me? I mean, it's not, I'm just one guy. I mean, there's plenty of other forums out there, but so I haven't really done anything. But you know what? Since you ask, we're gonna do it. I've made a subreddit on Reddit called Qiethens. Qiethens, right? There's a link in the description, and if you guys want to come along and hang out and just talk about, it's not just gonna be about me. It's gonna be like about all of us. And if you find something funny that you think everybody else should see, and post it there, and we can all talk about it, and we can all have fun, and I can post my Let's Plays there, and you can give me 1,000,000 upvotes, and then everything will be fine. But so yeah, link in the description. It doesn't have to be Let's Plays, just anything funny that you feel like sharing, do that. So we'll see. If it's just going to be me and the Wandering Games, then that's going to be fine. But if anybody else wants to join up, check out the link. Don't smoke, kids. Will you live stream again like you did before? Says, sorry, Rachel249. I would like to live stream, but my computer is not really that great anymore, and I have to sacrifice a lot to be able to stream in a decent decent quality without it being choppy. I mean, basically Tetris Friends were the only thing that I could do without straining my computer. So maybe when I get a new computer, maybe then I will live stream again. I do want to, because I think it's hilarious to play a game and then talk to you live rather than reading your comments after I upload the video. But right now it's just really difficult to do because everything is just so hard to set up in a... Because I care a lot about how it's presented, and I don't want you guys to watch choppy stuff, Rachel also asks, would you try out Minecraft just to see where they added? And GameWiz asks, now that Minecraft has had all the new updates and additions, do you ever think that you will make any bits about it, or maybe a mini-series exploring the different updates while you try to survive? And No Good Names asks, you should start Minecraft again, because they've added many things to it since you quit. And Lee asks, Minecraft, yay or nay? So I'm gonna bunch up all the Minecraft questions and put them into a simple answer. No, probably not, because Minecraft was fun and I can still log into it and I can play around for a bit, but I get bored fairly easy now. I mean, there's a lot of stuff. I mean, I quit Minecraft before they added experience, so I'm sure that there's like a lot of stuff that I haven't seen. But the question I ask is, why would you guys want to see me make Minecraft stuff? Because there's so many people doing Minecraft stuff out there. So can't you satisfy your hunger for Minecraft out there? I really like to just try a lot of different games, and you know, experience that with you guys. And again, I haven't read up on like what has changed in Minecraft, but is it really that substantial that you need to see me react to it? If it's really something that you want, if you really like, if you're dying, if this would like fulfill your life, then I'll make a video where we explore Minecraft. If not, then I think we will leave that to other people. Cigarette. Stevenson Ben asks, will you ever play The Binding of Isaac again? Yes. And you wrote me this in January, I think, and I didn't really respond because I was like, yeah, I'll record another episode, and then I didn't really do it. I tried, but it didn't succeed. And when you posted this question, like on Sunday, when I put the questions video up, I was like, yes, I'm gonna have this ready, and maybe that will be the background for the game. Or maybe maybe after this I'll just record some Isaac. You can do that. Who knows? Maybe I go for Bejeweled. You will know now because you're watching it. But I sort of feel like when I do Isaac, I want to deliver a win. You know, I don't want it to be like, oh well, I just wasted half an hour of your time and I died on the last boss or something like that. Maybe if it's on the devil, then I could be fine with that. But other than that, maybe not. So I've tried to record a few Isaac levels, but they didn't really turn out as I wanted, and so I didn't. But I will, Ben, I promise you I will deliver at least one more video of Isaac, and if you want more than that, then I'll do that as well. I promise you. I swear on whatever god you subscribe to, I will make more Isaac videos. 521, I can't speak today. 521 Snake says, are you going to Let's Play Assassin's Creed Revelations and AC3 when it comes out? I know that last year I actually said I was gonna Let's Play Revelations. The thing is, my girlfriend got me Revelations for Christmas, and I sort of just wanted to play it with her. So I did that, and then I have been considering just going back and playing through it again and then recording it as a Let's Play because it's a really great game, and I know I promised you guys, so maybe. And Assassin's Creed 3 definitely, unless somebody gives it to me and I want to play it with them, but probably, yeah. So maybe on the Revelations and probably on Assassin's Creed 3. Sorry, guys. Monster Bones 1 says, my question is, how did you and Wilson meet? Wilson and I met at a national NAMBLA convention, and no, I'm kidding. NAMBLA is like the National Association for Man-Boy Love in America, so that's really gross. But Wilson is like probably just shy of 10 years younger than me, so I thought that was appropriate. It's not, I know. We met, Wilso started out doing Let's Plays, and then he wrote me and said, hey dude, you're the best, and that's probably not his exact word, but he said, dude, do you have any tips for me, and how can I improve? And I looked at his videos, and I was like, yeah, pretty good. It was like Pokemon stuff, and I'm not really into watching Pokemon Let's Plays, but I gave him some tips, and then he started doing his Super Mario 64 Let's Play. And I have never completed, I haven't even played that game very much. So I actually watched all of his videos for that, and it was really great, it was really informative. And then we just kept on talking since then. And then one day I was like, I want to do Portal 2 co-op, do you want to do it with me? And I was like, yeah, sure. And then we did that. So we still talk fairly often. Joke Zero says, do you have a goodoldgames.com account? Do you like classic PC games, and would you Let's Play a classic PC game? I do have a GOG account, Good Old Games. I've only bought one game on it. It was like Little Big Adventure 2. Obviously, I love classic PC games because I grew up with those. And I would love to. I have Let's Played a few classic video games, but not that many. I am considering doing like a Let's Play of Wolfenstein, you know, the first one. But I haven't gotten around to it. But if you have any suggestions for a good old classic PC game that you would like me to Let's Play, go ahead. You want to do Raptor, or Wacky Wheels, or Jizzy Jack Rabbit, or... God, there's so many of them. Oh, God. oh, those were the days, right? You know. So if you have any suggestions or wishes, go ahead and post it. I went to Good Old Games because I wanted to do a Let's Play of Little Big Adventure 2, one of my absolute favorite games. But unfortunately, I couldn't record it very well without getting sort of like stutters. Amazingly, I can't record a game that's like 15 years old on my computer, but I can record a game like Alan Wake or whatever. So yeah, I would love to do a Let's Play of Little Big Adventure. I really would. Maybe I should look into that again. El Pablo 16 asks, what are your opinions on Half-Life Episode 3? I have no opinions on that because is it announced? I haven't even. I know that Valve said that they were going to do something 3, like Half-Life 3 or Portal 3 or whatever, but I haven't really heard anything about it. Maybe I should try and look into that. I don't know. Raptor JC says, what would you like to see in a new Portal game? Considering the story, I would expect that Shell has gone out into the world with her cube, her companion cube, and I don't think she just resurfaced because she's been in Aperture for a long time, and I think she would realize the potential danger that GLaDOS has. I don't think that she would talk to like the government, but she might have, you know, make a little group of followers that would go back to Aperture and then try and take down GLaDOS, you know, one final time. It wouldn't be like with guns, but then, you know, some sort of mechanic, and then GLaDOS would fight back. She would open portals at like random places and then shoot boxes or shoot out turrets at them, and you know, stuff like that. That's what I like to see. Shell orchestrating like an assault or like a takedown of Aperture, or maybe it would end up with Shell being the new CEO of Aperture, and she ends up doing, you know, after the hostile takeover, and she ends up doing really good stuff for the world. So that would be fun to see. So X01 Brains says, I was your first sub. Just kidding. Oh well. How's things? Things are good. How's your mother or father? They doing good? Sure. Have you been to the pub lately? Yeah, last Friday. Does that satisfy your need for answers? Humble Shot asks, muffin or cookies? Muffins, definitely. I don't like dry fruit, and it's not like some phobia or I just really have a hard time swallowing dry fruit, and whenever I eat a cookie, I need something to, you know, rinse it down with. So I like muffins, and a moist cookie, that's just a cake, you know. So Fuzzy Fire 18 says, do you like birds? Yes, I do. Blah, 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 blah. So that's it. That's all the questions that I'm going to answer this time. There were a few of them that I left out. Some of them were probably more silly than serious. But other than that, I hope you have enjoyed this Ask Qieth, and that you will continue to enjoy the videos I produce. I'm sorry if I've been a bit slurry or raspy in my voice today. It's really been a weird day for my voice, as it is almost every day. So, if you have any comments to this, or suggestions or anything, put a comment down below. And if you want to join the community of Qiethens, check out the subreddit that I'm linking below. And other than that, enjoy your weekend and have a good day. Bye.